I actually once got kicked out of a car full of thugs because I just had an umbrella on my person. And like somehow that parlayed into me talking about self-care. It was like, I didn't fit in with those guys. They were jerks. A very soft man. My first dream, I really wanted to be a rapper. And as it turns out, I'm more of a clarinet guy. I really went for it. I found woodwinds and I went as far as I could go. Anybody else play woodwinds in here? Hell yeah. That's what's up. Might know you from orchestra. So anybody who doesn't play woodwinds, if you're serious about your craft, you have to carry like a small vial of Vaseline to keep your shit moist. You know what I mean? When you put your lips on that wood reed. And that's another thing that you can't sound tough saying. Very, very soft man. I'm so soft, I've been uninvited from a fight. That's a true story. Shit was going down and somebody asked me not to come. It's a real story. 8th grade, one of my friends, he got beat up by this kid at another school. And I saw him talking to another friend of mine. It's clear what they were talking about. They were talking about how they're gonna get these other dudes back. And I start walking up and I'm like, oh, this is my moment to assert myself in the group. I'm a tough guy. And my friend was like, no. And I was like, hold on. Wait a minute. He was like, no. And I was like, what do you mean, no? And he was like, Ryan, you don't have it in you. And when he said that, I was like, I gotta do something. So my instinct, I put my fist in and I started to say, the more the merrier. And as that shit was coming out of my mouth, I just retracted it. And I was like, you know what, you're right. You're right. Meet me at the mall after y'all are done. We were very, very cool. One of the things, so I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. But Chicago's starting to feel like a second home to me. I've been up here about 8 years, and the thing that always sticks with me every winter is Dibs, the return of Dibs. So when I first, does everybody know what Dibs is in here? Yeah. So like for the uninitiated, that means you like, if it snows 2 feet, you dig out one fucking spot, okay? And you find a broken chair or an empty diaper box and you put it in that spot, that safe spot. And if anybody moves that empty diaper box, you cut them. That's the rule. That's what they taught me. So I just repeat what I'm told. So I didn't like Dibs at first. It snowed, like the first year I was up here was the first snowpocalypse, so fuck that, right? I joined in with Dibs, and now 8 years later, I love Dibs so much, I brought it into my home. So sometimes my girlfriend will open up the bedroom door and there'll just be a kayak paddle on my side of the bed. Because I will get a good night's sleep, damn it, and I am the city. It was kind of a hard week for my girlfriend. She was sick. We socially distanced, just like where we were living. But like we started to miss each other. Like where it would be at the point where she would be laying in the room, not doing anything. I'm like in the other room trying to like get some peace because I'm like been taking care of her ass all week, right? So I don't want to see her. But she would like call in, she's asking me what I'm doing, where am I going tonight? Because I hadn't been anywhere in like a week. And I was like, I'm going to a mic in Bucktown. And she was like, what's the place called? And I was like, Le Cafe Station Grill. And I said it like that, and I felt like I was lying. And I almost like backed out of the truth. I haven't like felt that nervous about like saying something that wasn't a lie since like I told my mom I was dating a white woman. I like went back to St. Louis and like my mom was asking all these questions. She knew I was dating somebody. She was like, oh, so how old is she? I was like, oh, she's 7 years older than me. She was like, oh, what's she do for a living? I'm like, she's a teacher. She was like, what color is she? And I was like, she's white. And my mom was like, why did you say it like that? And I was like, because I'm scared of you. I have a healthy respect and fear of you. So I drive a fucked up car. Does anybody else have a fucked up car in here? Absolutely. Yeah. If you get in somebody's car and it's fucked up, don't say anything. Say nothing. Don't be rude, okay? I gave a friend a ride the other night, and she was like, your indicator lights are on. Like, I don't be in that bitch every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're out of gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear the dragging noise. I smell that smell. I know I clipped that guy. Shut your mouth until we get where we're going. Don't be rude. I don't ask a lot. One of the last dates I went on before I met my girlfriend, I actually ran into this girl I knew from St. Louis. She was super cool, and I saw her just randomly up here, and I was like, hey, you know, we should go out sometime. She was like, cool, let's go out. And so I texted her, and I was like, hey, we should hit this Thai spot that's near me. And she was like, yeah, we'll go out, but I don't really like Thai food, which should have been a red flag, right? Thai food is delicious. There's something for everybody. But we went out. It was a good time. We went, got burgers or whatever. We went to a bar after that. I got drunk on a first date, which is not great. But in retrospect, one of the things I did fuck around. We did talk about sex on the first date, and I asked her what was she into. And she was cool. She told me she ate her last boyfriend's asshole, and she was super into it. And even for 2014, I sat with that shit for a minute. I was trying to be cool, but I judged the fuck out of her. But not because she did that. I was like, we could have absolutely had Thai food. That's all I could think about. We could have totally had Thai food. That's bullshit. You can't try pad see ew with me. That has 3 ingredients. None of them are ass. Thank you guys so much.